Yo, what up? It is the 8th of May, 2024, and it is currently 10:48 p.m. on a Wednesday. Black Rose is still nice and healthy, which is actually a bad thing because we want it to be a Gold Rose. But hey, that's gonna be, what, the 10th? The 11th Gold Rose? The 10th, which is pretty cool. One day, all of these are gonna be Gold Roses. Let's see, are there any... It's kind of hard to tell with these red flowers, because they hide behind the trees, which is annoying. I liked that they added in changing the camera angles in New Leaf. That was a good addition. They might... Maybe that's in Seafolk, actually, I don't know. Yeah, it's a good addition. Look at me, what do you think? I look super beautiful, don't I? Oh yeah, because I got out that sweater for her yesterday. I'm gonna remember to do our money tree. And then I might go straight to the shops because I don't want to leave that too late, considering it's pretty close to 11. Oopsie. Another really good thing in New Leaf was the tool switch, which, I mean, at this point I'm very much used to not having that because of how much I've played this game, but, you know, when you think of it, it really is a very convenient thing. And New Horizons had that cool tool wheel as well. Kind of reminds me of Mega Man. How in, like, I'd say the vast majority, I think it took until, I actually forget which game added this, or at least the original classic series, Mega Man. You know, the game's about getting a bunch of different weapons. And to switch the weapons, you have to go into the menu. And, yeah, that's fine. But it kind of discourages you from experimenting with the weapons, because you kind of have to, you know, it's a bit of a hassle to, you know, select them. But in the later ones, they added a little toggle you can do with the bumpers so that you could just change them on the fly, which was really cool. Anyway, let's talk to Cube. According to the letter I got from the Happy Room mechanic, yeah, we've all heard this one before. The room's a mess. I can't believe that coordination earned me 162 points. Guess cutting-edge style always takes a while to catch on. You know, I think I should buy Cube a stereo so that he can have music playing in his house. Why don't I? Maybe I'll do that today. I'll order one from the catalog. I mean, I think I might have tried to do that before, and that I mean, they can just get furniture and then not, you know, end up using it. Oh, hey, Monique. Oh, jeez. Oh, wait, I was supposed to go straight to the... Oh, the UFO's flying. Oh, no. Oh, God. Get out the slingshot. Okay, wait. Oh, God. I gotta run. It's... Ah! No, I'm not gonna be able to get it in time. Ugh. Wait, I'm catching up. Oh, no! I missed it. God damn it. That sucks. I was just talking about that yesterday. Man, the one time I talked to Monique, the one singular time I've done that. That's annoying. Man, I used to, I did that for a little bit. I would just wait. Because I really wanted to make sure I didn't miss him coming by. The reason I stopped doing that, though, is because it isn't actually, you know, it is, so he only comes at one of the time ends in a 2 or a 7. But the thing is that it isn't the first time. Like, it isn't like, oh, he'll show up the earliest possible time he can. It's just random, but also if he does appear, it'll only be on those times. Which is why I stopped checking it, because there's no point. But, I mean, I was in, like, the perfect spot for it, too. It's just I happened to have been talking to Monique while it happened. Man, that sucks. I almost got him, too. Let's get Cube where is it? I want a kitty stereo? Where's the kitty furniture? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Kitty stereo. Let's order this for Cube. Very nice. Thank you for your patronage. So Timmy and Tommy, yeah, they were in the first Animal Crossing. That always, like, no, I was gonna say rubs me the wrong way. It doesn't. It always not confuses me. It just like doesn't sound right to me. Like they intuitively to me, Timmy and Tommy are like recent characters. Not recent, but like they are additions, you know. But no, they've been around since the beginning. I'm pretty sure. I guess they could have not been in, oh, what is it, the original, because, so the original version of Animal Crossing isn't just, okay, the original version of Animal Crossing isn't just the GameCube, release. There were 2, I believe, Japan exclusive releases for the N64, in fact, I think there were actually 4. There was the GameCube had Animal Crossing or Animal Forest E, and then Animal Forest E Plus, which both added e-reader support. And then I think no, it was the original Animal Forest was on the N6. Oh, man, I'm gonna look this up because I'm kind of blanking here. Revisions. I guess versions would be. I probably should look up. Maybe I'll just look Animal Crossing Japan. I'm mad that I missed that spaceship. Let's see. Okay, so there was Dobutsu no Mori, which translates to Animal Forest, then Dobutsu no Mori Plus, which put it onto the GameCube, and then Dobutsu no Mori E Plus, which was the version that added e-reader support, only for Japan. And so the original Animal Crossing on the GameCube localized is based off Dobutsu no Mori Plus. Yeah, it's very confusing. I've been thinking about filling my room with the flowers I grow. It'd be like sleeping in a field of wildflowers, but without all the bugs. I mean, it is kind of weird, you know, game revisions, that sort of thing was pretty common back in the day. Like Street Fighter 2 is a pretty notable example where, you know, they had, how many different versions? Like, there was Street Fighter 2, there was Super Street Fighter 2, there was, like, Street Fighter 2, like, the next challenge or whatever. Like, they're so, and then the one I remember playing was Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which is just like, you know. The only revisions that really matter for that game were the ones that added the boss characters as playable fighters. I thought that was awesome. Or better yet, I didn't know that was a revision thing, so going back to the versions that didn't have that, I thought that was really lame. That they didn't have them as play, because I like Vega, he's one of my favorites. According to the we heard this today. Can we just... Ugh. Yeah, I like Street Fighter though. I kind of wish I could get more into it in terms of being good at it, but yeah, it's a bit of a thing. I played Street Fighter 6, and I did like it. I didn't play too much of it though, despite the fact I spent like $100 on it. Because like, yeah, because the game costs $100. The other thing that annoyed me is that I bought the physical version of the game, which came with a disc, obviously. And the thing with it, though, was that it isn't a physical version, or in the sense that the disc literally just installs the game onto your console. Like, as in, what I mean is, you don't, like, it doesn't have the game on the disc. It's basically just, like, it basically is just an installation key. Like, it just lets you download it. Which means none of the content is stored on the disc, and also all of it, you have to just... It's not like you just pop the game in, which I know that's been a thing for a while, at least in the sense that you've not been able to pop the game in and just play it. But the fact that I'm pretty sure none of the actual game is on the disc by default, I just thought was really, like, weird. And, like, I think, you know, discs can have a lot of space on them, so I really think it's just a cutting cost measure, because a disc that, you know, has more space on it is more expensive, which is something that kind of seems to be, like, run into with Nintendo Switch games, actually. Oh, Peewee needs medicine. I just so happen to have that on me. Do a backflip? Casual backflip? Crazy, I'm feeling better already. I like that he says a little bit. That's Poncho's catchphrase. There's still a bit of him here. And Cube says Winnie, which is Victoria's catchphrase. Yeah, I like Street Fighter 6. I'm not a big fan of the aesthetic of it. I like the, like, louder 90s, like, aesthetic of the original game. Oh, not the original game, like, Street Fighter 2, I guess. God, I'm sorry for the sudden request, but would you deliver this? It's just a letter. Oh, I might be full on letters. Oh, no, okay. Let's go give this to Hugh. Street Fighter is a good series, though. And there's a lot of weird, like, oh, conversation. Oh, never mind, I just missed it. There's a lot of weird little, quirks with the series. Like a lot of weird spin-off stuff. Like, it's a big thing to try and get into it. It's weird, yeah, there are certain series, like, a good example, actually, of a series that's hard to get into was, there's a Sega game called Fantasy Zone, which is, arcade, like, it's a shoot 'em up, basically. Let's look at Hugh's letter first, though. So do you want to be in a little secret? Hey, cutie. Oh, God, Marina's hitting on Hugh. Marina here, I read your letter. I love mail. When you feel sad, rock out to ballad. Later, Marina. Hey, my heart feels all warm now. Thanks so much. What's going on there? Anyway, yeah, so Fantasy Zone. It's a Sega game. I guess if I have to draw any, like, frame of reference, because this is probably the most likely way that one would understand what I'm talking about, is the original Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing features a character called Opa Opa, who, if you recall from that game, is literally just like a ship, basically, with feet. That's Fantasy Zone. Like, he's the guy from that. And that's kind of why I played it, because I saw, you know, I played that game as a kid, and Opa Opa was always my favorite character in that game, because I liked the idea. I think I just liked the idea of not being in a car in a kart racing game, I guess. Also, I just liked his design. And so yeah, but I played the actual game, and I thought it was fun. I played not the, because that's what I was gonna get into, is that I played Super Fantasy Zone, which was like the last Fantasy Zone game that they put on the Genesis. But they made a few Fantasy Zone games, and the problem is that most of them are Japan exclusive, and they released a Sega Ages collection of Fantasy Zone games that only came out in Japan. As in, that collection only came out in Japan. So, my best chance for being able to play these games, other than just emulating them, would be to get a Japanese... It's on the PlayStation 2, so I'd have to get a Japanese PlayStation 2, and then a Japanese... that game, which, as far as I know, goes for quite a bit of money in itself, just so I could play some arcade games. So I'd probably just, I don't know, I probably just won't play those games, I guess. But I've thought about the idea of, like, having my own arcade cabinet. I really think I wouldn't have any more than one, and there are some options, I think. There's, Street Fighter 2. Like, that one, I'd really like. That'd be really cool. This is more of a novelty thing, mind you, because, you know, you can just play these games. There's... One of my favorite versions of Pac-Man, or, like, my favorite, like, I guess sequels to Pac-Man, is a game called Pac and Pal. I really like that one in particular. So that one would be pretty cool, because it's, you know, it's more niche. It isn't as, like... immediately recognizable, so I think that's a bit more interesting than just regular old Pac-Man. I don't know. Maybe Miss Pac-Man as well, because that one's a bit cooler than the original. Let's speak to Antonio real quick. Hey, have you seen Hugh and Monique together? You think? Know what I mean? When no one's looking, you think? Listen, do you have someone to hold your feet down when you do sit-ups? Man, I wish I could get someone to hold my feet, or my head. Then it wouldn't be a sit-up. Or it wouldn't count. What other games would he get arcades? Yeah, Fantasy Zone, I would say. That would be cool, because I really like that game after having played it. Was that Black Rose? Yeah! Look at this. We're really, profiting on Black Roses recently. I'll go add that to the collection. What other games do I have as arcades? Probably not, like, Donkey Kong. That seems kind of lame to me, honestly. I don't know. I've never been the biggest fan of Donkey Kong. Like, playing it, I mean. Like, I've played it, you know, it's fine. I'm just, you know, and I've gotten better at it as well. Like, I wouldn't say I'm bad at it necessarily, but, I don't find it particularly interesting. I think, the best arcade games, at least ones that are designed in that way, where it's just infinitely looping, kind of style. The best ones of those are ones where the intensity is very, like, clear, and very, like, interesting, and I don't think Donkey Kong does that particularly well. Anyway, what other arcades would I get? Or what other option? Because I wouldn't get any more than one, as I opened with. I mean, I don't know, because like I said, it is about the novelty of it, where the actual playing of it, you know, it doesn't really matter as much. There was that, Monkey Ball game. I forget what it was called. Ticket Blitz, maybe? I really like Super Monkey Ball. I maybe even get the original Monkey Ball, actually. Super Monkey Ball's an awesome game. And the original Monkey Ball is basically the exact same thing, except kind of just worse a little bit. But it has a really cool banana-shaped controller. That would be really awesome, actually. And that one's in a bit of a more interesting spot, because while Super Monkey Ball is basically just an improved version of that game, technically Monkey Ball itself has not been released in any official capacity outside of that arcade. So it would be filling at least a bit of a gap in terms of games that I would be able to play regularly. So yeah, I don't know. But it's, like I said, it is a bit of a novelty at the end of the day. Because, I mean, yeah, that's kind of the whole thing. I mean, I'm always more of a physical, when it comes to games. I always like actually owning the game itself. And it's not because of, like, I know some people say, like, oh, preservation. I don't really care about that, because it doesn't make any sense, really, for the most part. You know, physical games wear down, they break, whereas a file is a file. You can't really, you know, you can lose it, definitely, but you can back it up as well, which doesn't apply to physical media. So, it's not that at all. I don't really think about that. What I think I'm just drawn to it because it's, I don't know, it makes the experience feel better to me, I guess. in my ideal world, I'd own every console and every game that I'd want to play, and because in fact, I played Mega Man 3 today. I replayed it because I love that game. I replay it all the time. I'd love to just have that as the cartridge and putting it into an NES. That'd be awesome. Anyway, let's talk to Brewster. Go for a cup of Java to pick you up. It's 200 bells. What blend would you like? The usual. Whatever you say. And up comes 1 cup of your favorite blend spoon. There we go, at the perfect temperature to bring it the flavor, 176 degrees. 1 fresh brewed cup. Drink up. Thanks. Acid, bitterness, and boldness all balanced in perfect harmony. Thanks. One other thing I like about having the physical game is that it makes it, I don't know how to explain this feeling, but in like, you know, in like game re-release libraries where they just like, you know, put a bunch of games into one package and sell it. Those are good and fine, and I like those. I like my fair share of those collections. I was just talking about Mega Man. I played Mega Man 3 today through the Mega Man Legacy collection, which is a really cool collection. But there's something that feels less like... it feels very, like... I don't want to say less legitimate. It just feels, I don't know. It makes the game feel less substantial, I guess, when it's just sort of an option in a menu. So to have the actual physical game is something I'm very drawn towards. That being said, obviously, if there's not very many other options, then I'm not, like, I don't care. I think I have talked about this before, but I don't care if people emulate. I guess the only thing that rubs me the wrong way about those sorts of people is when a lot of them try to claim they have some sort of moral or like just in general superiority for emulating, which I don't really think actually is the case. I think people just sort of want to defend them doing a thing that they don't really need to defend in the first place. Anyway, it's gonna be about it for today, I'd say. Oh, man, I'm mad that I missed Gulliver, but you know, it's in the past. It's in the 20 minutes ago past. So yeah, it's gonna be it.